there is knowledge that has been buried in the darkness of history, pages of books erased, teachings that have disappeared without a trace. But have you ever wondered, was reincarnation ever a part of early Christianity? A deep-rooted belief in the return of the soul, it is now a foreign concept to this religion. What happened? Who decided to remove it? And why? Today, together we will uncover ancient texts, uncover forgotten traces, and confront decisions that shaped the Christian faith as it is today. Could such a profound truth be intentionally erased? Find out for yourself. Before delving deeper into the matter, like and subscribe to the channel to know more mysteries. 1. The origin of reincarnation in ancient cultures. Since ancient times, the concept of the return of the soul has appeared in great civilizations. In ancient Egypt, people believed that death was not the end. The soul would go through a journey of judgment and could return to a new form. The Book of the Dead, a sacred text, carefully recorded instructions for the soul to cross the underworld and be reborn. In India, in the pages of the Vedas, the cycle of rebirth is called samsara. The soul, bound in the endless cycle of birth and death, can only escape by attaining moksha, the ultimate liberation. This is a journey of hardship, where one must face karma and perfect oneself. In ancient Greece, the philosopher Pythagoras believed in the immortality of the soul and the natural cycle of reincarnation. He taught that the soul would continue its journey of learning through different lives, carrying with it its experiences and knowledge. Plato, in his Phaedo, also wrote about reincarnation. He believed that the soul never dies but only moves from one body to another. Each life is an opportunity for the soul to evolve, learn, and perfect its morality. Whether in Egypt, India or Greece, reincarnation always had a common meaning. It was a tool for the soul to grow, a never-ending journey in search of truth and enlightenment. 2. Acceptance of reincarnation in early Christianity. In the early days of Christianity, when doctrine was not yet unified and groups of believers were still divided, the belief in reincarnation was not something that was completely new. In fact, during this period, Christianity was still open to flexible interpretations of the journey of the soul. Early Christians were not limited to the belief that the soul had only one chance in this life. They believed that the soul could continue its journey through many lives, learning and growing with each one. One of the most influential defenders of this belief was Origen, a famous scholar from Alexandria. Origen was not only a teacher, but also the strongest proponent of the idea of reincarnation in early Christianity. According to Origen, the soul is not a temporary entity. It has an eternal origin and undergoes cycles of life, death, and rebirth. Each of these cycles is an opportunity for the soul to purify and develop, gradually moving towards spiritual perfection. Reincarnation, in Origen's view, is not a curse, but a way for the soul to attain purity, a journey to overcome its own limitations and gradually move towards connection with God. 3. Rejection of reincarnation at the Council of Constantinople. In the 6th century, a momentous event occurred that completely changed the fate of the Christian doctrine of reincarnation. The Council of Constantinople, under the supervision of Emperor Justinian, decided to reject the belief in the rebirth of the soul. Behind this decision were not only religious but also deeply political motives. Emperor Justinian, wishing to consolidate the power of the Church and the Empire, saw reincarnation as a threat to his rule. He understood that if souls could be reborn through multiple lives, the Church's control over salvation would be weakened. The Council of Constantinople was convened not only to settle religious disputes but also to impose a unified doctrine, ensuring the authority of the Empire and the Church. In this context, belief in reincarnation was eliminated, and its proponents such as Origen were considered heretics. An important factor in this decision was the influence of Empress Theodora. She, with her personal fears and disapproval of the belief in reincarnation, contributed greatly to the rejection of this doctrine. Fears of religious chaos and threats to the personal power of the royal family pushed her to support this harsh decision. As a result, reincarnation was not only eliminated from mainstream Christian doctrine but became a form of heresy. Origen, once a staunch defender of this belief, was condemned and erased from the religious memory of the empire. For hints about reincarnation in the Bible. In the Bible, there are several passages that many believe may hint at the existence of reincarnation, although they are recorded in different forms. In Matthew 17 verses 10 to 13, when the disciples asked Jesus about the appearance of Elijah in the form of John the Baptist, there is a possible reference to the possibility that the soul can be reincarnated in another body. Jesus does not deny this, but simply makes it clear that John the Baptist was Elijah who came. This may be a hint of the return of the soul in another form. Next, in John 9 verses 1 to 2, when the disciples ask about a man born blind, whether this was the result of sin in a previous life. This question clearly suggests a belief in reincarnation, where a soul can carry over karma from a previous life. And in John 3 verses 3 to 7, when Jesus told Nicodemus, "Unless one is born again he cannot see the kingdom of God," many scholars believe that this statement may refer to rebirth not only in a spiritual sense but also by extension to the idea of rebirth through multiple lifetimes. Of course, these biblical passages can be interpreted in many different ways. Some believe that they are simply metaphors for spiritual change, while others believe that they actually suggest the rebirth of the soul through different lifetimes. The interpretation of these passages remains a controversial topic within the Christian community. 5. Reincarnation in modern times. In recent decades, the concept of reincarnation has made a strong comeback in modern spirituality. The ancient belief that the soul is reborn through multiple lives is no longer considered heretical, but has become part of the quest for spiritual awakening, growth, and self-fulfillment. Reincarnation is not just a theory of rebirth, but also an opportunity for learning and spiritual growth. Belief in reincarnation opens up unlimited possibilities for humans to correct mistakes, learn from previous lives, and progress toward moral perfection. Each life is a step forward in the long journey of the soul. The influence of Eastern cultures, especially Hinduism and Buddhism, played a major role in popularizing this belief. These religions brought reincarnation to the Western world, making it an integral part of many modern spiritual systems. Philosophers and spiritual leaders such as Alan Watts, the Dalai Lama, and Swami Vivekananda have also contributed greatly to the popularization of this concept. They have shared profound views on reincarnation, helping millions of people rediscover the meaning of life and the evolution of the soul through lifetimes. In particular, reincarnation has not only attracted the attention of spiritualists, but has also been studied in psychology. Studies on past life regression and past life memories have opened up a new field where people can learn about experiences and memories from previous lives, to solve unresolved problems in the present. The return of reincarnation in modern times is not only a revival of ancient beliefs, but also a means for humans to find a deeper purpose in life, and to better understand themselves and the universe. Reincarnation, after all, is a great question, a mystery without a clear answer. It not only challenges our beliefs, but also invites each person to search for the truth within his or her own soul. The question of reincarnation is a personal journey, a never-ending quest to better understand the nature of the soul and our relationship to the universe. Each individual must look deep within to discover the truth, to find inner peace and to find their own path. But the answer to this question is not important. What is important is how we live in the present. We may not know what will come after this life, but we can choose to live with compassion, with responsibility for ourselves and those around us. It is how we live that will shape our souls, whether there is an afterlife or not. Thank you for following along and exploring these thoughts with me. Continue your journey, seek truth and live with meaning.